Hey guys, it's Neil here, and I just wanted to let you know that I've created another course. It is the sequel to Guitar Theory Revolution, and it's called Blues Theory Revolution. As the name implies, it focuses mostly on blues and blues rock, but a lot of the lessons are applicable to other genres like pop and rock, metal, and jazz. Now, in case you don't know, Guitar Theory Revolution is basically the story of my own journey to understand and use music theory. I struggled for years trying to memorize scales and trying to apply music theory to my playing, to write music using theory, and I just struggled so much. And I thought to myself, look, you're not stupid. There must be a way for you to understand this. So I really broke down music theory. I really tried to figure out what was really going on, and I learned that the reason I was struggling is because most music theory is taught through what I call the piano paradigm. Now, I have nothing against the piano. I think the piano is a great instrument, and it's a great instrument to learn music theory on as well. But the problem is, as a guitar player, a guitar is not a piano, and there are strengths that the guitar has that make it, the way the guitar is tuned makes it very, very, very useful to learning and using music theory. But you have to approach it as a guitar and not approach it as, six pianos next to each other. The strings on the guitar. And once I made that shift in my mind, I suddenly saw all kinds of patterns and cycles that really, give you an insight into, the deep, deep ways that music works on a theoretical level. So anyway, I'm not claiming to be a guitar guru. I'm definitely not the world's best guitar player. I'm always learning, and this next course is basically about what I've been studying and what I'm continuing to study and practice as I develop as a musician. And people have been asking me for more lessons, so I thought now would be a good time to share what I've been up to. Now, broadly and at a high level, I would say that this course covers three main areas. The first is chords and chord progressions, so common blues chord progressions, have various ways to play dominant seventh chords, which are really important in blues, how to use ninth and 13th chords, for example. Then the middle section it's the biggest section. It's all about soloing and improvisation. Now, in my first course, we covered scales like the pentatonic scale, minor and major pentatonic scales, and I could show you, the fretboard pattern for those scales, but there's a difference between having that in front of you and being able to use it. So a lot of the exercises and lessons are about looking at these scales from different angles so that you have a lot more freedom to express yourself, so that you don't get stuck into patterns and using the same old licks over and over. Don't get stuck in these pentatonic boxes, as people call them, but that you really are able to move up and down the fretboard as you like. So like I said, it's really about, okay, you know what a pentatonic scale is, you know what a minor pentatonic scale is, or a blues scale, but how do you go about practicing that in a way so that it actually comes out in a musical way in your playing? The final section of the course is all about modes and modal playing. It's about how to recognize modes, how to make your own modal vamps, and I guess you could say that it's a foundation for jazz playing if you want to go in that direction in the future. Now, jazz is something that I'm only just starting to explore really, and maybe one day I'll make a part three, which will be the advanced theory course, and that will cover jazz. But I'm definitely not there yet. That's something that I'm going to have to study over the coming months and years probably, because music theory, I think of it as an upside down pyramid. The first part is the narrow part at the bottom, and you can easily. It's not easy to pick up, but there's a lot to cover, but you can clearly see, learn about scales, learn how chords are made, etc. But as you get deeper into music theory, there are just so many topics to cover, and the pyramid gets, it's upside down, it gets wider. So it's going to take me a while to really get into jazz. But like I said, that's for the future. All I have to say really is, if you're not on the product page right now, then there should be a link underneath this video to take you there, and there you can read about the chapters that are in this course. Yeah, I mean, as usual, there's a 60-day money back guarantee, so you're safe in that respect. And if you have any questions for me, pop me in, just send me an email or get in touch on the Facebook page or in the Facebook group. That's it. I hope you enjoy it, and just get in touch. Let me know what you think of it. I'll speak to you soon.